This video is to explain how to use SAS to graph linear inequalities. After you have selected graphing linear inequalities, you'll come to this page, do some practice problems, and then you'll do 1 through 5 on the practice, 1 through 5 on the quiz, and then print the answer page for the 5 on the quiz. Make sure you have 5 correct before you hand it in. Let's show you an example. Y is less than or equal to x minus 2. Well, the slope is the number in front of the x. There is nothing in front of the x, so the slope is not 0. The slope is 1. We usually don't write the 1, but we could. So the slope is 1, and the y-intercept is the other number, which is negative 2. So let's start at the y-intercept of negative 2 on the y-axis and go up the slope, up 1 over 1. Now we're going to connect that with a line. Because the inequality set includes an equal sign, that means less than or equal to, that means it includes the line itself. That is a solid line. Now we need to decide which side to shade. I'm going to fill up my paint bucket, and it says y is less than negative 2. Well, on the y-axis, negative 4 is less than negative 2. So if I click there, it will shade everything below the line. Let's try another problem. Let's change this one a little bit. We'll change that to okay. So the y-intercept is 5. The slope is 3/2, meaning up 3 over 2. It does not have an equal in the inequality symbol, so it is not a solid line, it is a dotted line. I'm going to fill up my paint bucket. This says y is greater than. So I look at the y-axis. 8, for example, is greater than 5, the y-intercept. So I'm going to select there, and it will shade everything above the line. X is less than 6. Well, the x-axis is the horizontal axis, so I'm going to go to 6 on the x-axis. Well, x still has a value of 6 above and below that, so I can choose any point either above or below that and make a line. It says less than, so I'm going to, and it does not have the equal, so I will choose a dotted line. I'm going to fill up my paint bucket. Less than, well, 0 is less than 6, for example, so if I clicked on 0, it would shade everything to the left of that line. Y is greater than or equal to, let's say, negative 2. Okay, so on the y-axis, because there's a y on the left, on the y-axis I go to negative 2. Well, y is also equal to negative 2 either to the left or right. And because the inequality sign has an equal as well, greater than or equal to is what that symbol means, I'm going to choose a solid line. It says greater than or equal to, so I need to fill up my paint bucket, and 0 is greater than -2, for example, on the y-axis. So it will shade everything above that line. All right, so if we solve that inequality for y, then we can graph it. So to solve this inequality for y, let's subtract 4x from each side. So we have -2y is greater than -8 minus 4x. Well, that's -2 times y, so I'm going to divide by -2, the opposite operation. But anytime I divide by a negative, that makes the inequality sign flip around. Negative divided by negative is positive, 8 divided by 2 is 4, negative divided by negative is positive, 4 divided by 2 is 2. So, y-intercept of 4, slope of 2. Y-intercept of 4, slope of 2, up 2 over 1. That's a less than sign. Well, it does not include the equals, so it's a dotted line. And it said less than, so I will fill up my paint bucket. 0 is less than 4, so everything below that line.